What's up YouTube? It's Buckshot33 aka Boston Chris, and I am back with another unboxing video. And I actually have a couple of things to unbox here. So I'm gonna actually show gonna go ahead and just get to this. And actually one of these ends up being an unboxing for one of the comics on my second list that I started up. Even though I haven't finished the first one, I decided to go ahead and get started on a second list to go ahead and just keep that collecting going. So I show the list right here. So here is my second list of books that you can see on there, and some of them, as far as I can tell, pretty much all of them seem to be pretty affordable as far as I'm concerned. The longest shot is probably going to be this one here, Silver Surfer number 3. Potentially Miss Marvel number 1 because it's starting to get hot. And Iron Man 128. But I think I can accomplish all of these. If not this year, these will probably be, whatever's left over will be brought over to my list for next year. Plus a couple other ones, and we'll see what happens. But I can go ahead and just get into this one. So let me get my razor. There we go. And try to be nice and easy about this. Alright. So go. Oh, want to get through. I can see the book from here, which is great, but just trying to get that last bit of tape. Here we go, nice and easy. Oh, kind of spoiled the book a little bit, but that's all right. So, just looking at what the caption said here. So I got a little note from the seller, but here we go. So, first book to be put out here is Spider-Woman number 1. And this is a book that, as we go through speculation and everything like that, I actually found for a really good deal on eBay. And the reason I say that is because, turn this over, and it came with number 2 for free. So definitely a great deal that I found on eBay, and definitely a great pickup to have. So I'm, really excited about this. And let me take a look here. So the book itself looks pretty good. The Spider-Woman number 1. As you can see, there's a little bit of color break along the spine, but nothing crazy. So that's really good. And this was one I was thinking about putting on my list, but I didn't want to go all out and get a book that was, I want to get books that are, really just in my niche of what to collect. I just saw a great deal, and then I went ahead and just picked it up. It wasn't one that I was like, die hard trying to collect. So, but I'm glad to have it in my collection. So next up is a book. I actually unboxed this a little earlier on the Pull Out Monday show, and so I just went ahead and just wanted to show this one as well. So this is Inhumans number 5, and this is my first Inhumans book. I don't own any of the other ones. I definitely want to pick up, as you can see on the list, Inhumans number 1. Just because right now they halted the production on the movie that they had scheduled to come out for 2019. So I just figured, why not just grab onto some Inhuman books, first story as an actual team versus, their first appearances and stuff like that in the Fantastic Four and stuff. So I just wanted to, just get kind of going on that. So I hope to have Inhumans 1 before the end of the year. All right, we got one more left to unbox. So let me just unbag, or just basically take out of the mailer that was sent to me. And so I will say this much, when it comes to these, packages, sometimes on eBay you don't get the best packaging, and I'll show you what I mean in a second. Like this guy used a bunch of tape, but the actual, you know, the actual, I guess, packaging of it isn't all that great. I mean, he put this book between two slabs of cardboard. Nothing, spectacularly strong, but I can say on the one hand, it is easier to open up, which is nice, but then again, it's just like, you want to make sure that you're taking the time to, put these books in the best possible packaging you can, just to make sure that, you're not giving someone something that literally is going to come across damaged and you're going to have issues and trouble and all this other stuff. So, if you are an eBay seller and you're not quite sure, how to package, or if you're just, new to the whole, you're just new to this whole thing as far as packaging a book and everything like that, definitely, you want to make sure that you, take care of it, because, if you don't, you're going to end up getting yourself into some trouble with some people on eBay, because, people are really particular about these books, and, they don't want to, pay good money and find out that what they got is, just a beat up and damaged comic. So this one, like I said, is one of the books that was on my list, and it is, boom, Amazing Spider-Man number 194. This is the first appearance of the Black Cat, and you can't probably see it too well, but or maybe you can like put it in the light. There is some rippling with the book, and when I talk with the seller, he's like, it's not water damage, it's just rippled. You can also see along the edge here, there's a couple of color breaking marks and stuff. No rips, just a couple of ticks here and there, and a couple of creases right around here. So it's not in the greatest of shape, but it's definitely something that, I'm glad to have and own in my collection. I'm going to go ahead and glove up here, just because, I want to make sure that I don't damage my book anymore than, what's here. But the good part, and I'm going to just take a look at this just to make sure, just because when you get a book that has some defects here and there, it's good to always just check it out and make sure that there's nothing really crazy, like no water damage. Like I can tell, like this, yeah, this definitely has, like I said, like he said, it's not water damaged, but it's definitely, had some, I guess, battle scars have been battle tested. The good thing about this is that because it's not water damaged, and here's how I can show you that it's not. Like, let me get to the page real quick. Like, let's see. So looking at this, I mean, usually something that's water damaged, the colors will fade. You'll have, a lot more browning on it and everything. And there's really not any of that, which is good. So, I don't know that I would be able to press everything out of this in order to make sure that it ends up being, fully flat and, basically better off book. But, I definitely can try, press it out, see what I can do, and, go from there. But I'm definitely, like, happy to own this book. This is a book that's been actually kind of expensive on eBay recently. And, it's definitely a book that I think is worth picking up, just because, Amazing Spider-Man is, getting, or just Spider-Man in general, is getting rebooted because of the, using the Marvel Universe again, in the Marvel movies. So it's definitely something that if you don't have, definitely pick up, try to see if you can get more, try to see if you can get one, because, it stands to reason that, they're going to end up introducing, Black Cat into the series at some point. It's just inevitable. She's a great villain, and, turned out to be, I guess you call it anti-hero, because she's just one of the people that's in Spider-Man's rogue gallery, but also becomes, an ally and a friend to him. So definitely a book that you want to pick up, if you have the time and the money. I'm telling you now that, you're going to run into some auctions where it gets pretty pricey. So, when you step up to the, when you step up to those auctions, just know, be prepared to spend a little money because they're not cheap books. The 194, because it's definitely a, very, very easy book to go ahead and speculate on. So I'm gonna do this a little bit differently than I did before the cross-offs. So I have a little checklist. I think this works a little bit better, just because you're not being as destructive and messy. So I'm just gonna go ahead and check this off. So there we go. So on this list, get that one checked off. And as I said, I'll always be looking for a higher grade of that book at some point. But for now, just to have it in my collection is great because it's, to now date, it's my oldest Amazing Spider-Man book. So, definitely a great, great book to have. Let's see, 1979. So this is my oldest Spider-Man book, 1979. So I'm very happy with that. So with that, I'm gonna get going in the video. I just wanted to go ahead and just give a shout out to a couple of my new subscribers that have come on. I've in the last, let's say over the weekend, basically over the weekend, and since I did the last live show on We Love Comics on Tuesday, I've actually gained a few more subscribers. And so I wanted to go ahead and just give those shout outs to those people who joined up on my channel. And so, here we go. So, for new subscribers, we have the comic book Aesthete. I don't know if I'm saying your name right, but let me just go ahead and, let's see, Aesthete. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong, but thank you for joining up. We have good friend of mine, Mr. Jonathan Els. Thank you, LZ. The Luke and Dad Show. Thank you guys for subscribing. Another good friend, Emil Ritter. Thank you. Trilogy's Comic Corner. And yeah, you definitely want to check this guy out because he's got some pretty cool videos. And he's actually, I've talked with him a few times and he's picked up some pretty good books through the We Love Comics silent auction. And, he's definitely just a guy that, you want to pay attention to. Next up is Mike Has Comics. Another, good member of the community, starting out, getting a channel going. So, go ahead and check him out. Give him some help. Just give him some support. We have the Great Legend Show. Great Legend's a cool guy. Like I'm, big fan of his stuff, and just fun guy to talk with on the panels and everything. And also, let's see. Well, that doesn't seem to actually be. So this is, I think, an ad. Chris Rushcott affiliate. I don't know who that is, but if you're a real person, thank you for subscribing. Anyway, just wanted to say thanks to everybody who subscribed, and go ahead and end this. So, again, if this is your first video, go back and watch some of my other ones. I have some pretty cool things up on there. Also, if you have any comments, concerns, questions, whatever, don't be afraid to hit me up with a comment. Please like and subscribe, and also check out the other channels that I shouted out tonight. And with that, I'm going to get going. So again, this is Buckshot33, aka Boston Chris, and I'm out. Happy collecting, and have a good night.